We got 5 minutes
5 minutes
till midnight. Yeah, till the 20s, till the next decade.
Yeah, you said it. Till a decade that's easy to say.
Yeah, exactly. A decade that's easy to say. The 20s. It makes sense. Not like the aughts. And what do you call the tens? Like
the teens.
Yeah, the tens, the 2010s, or like
young adults.
Yeah, the adolescents.
Yeah, the adolescents. I like that actually. I think that would be a good term for it.
We'll just start calling it that.
Yeah. You know what
it's gonna catch on.
You know what I'm nervous about with the 20s?
What's that?
Is how much people are going to try to be cute with like doing 20s style things, like throwback.
Yeah, like trying to bring back flappers and
all of it.
Yeah.
Every little detail is going to be roaring back. It's the roaring 20s.
Oh man. I'm dabbed out.
Yep.
Fucking listeners, I did a dab for the first time in probably 3 years. Just a little guy. It's a little baby guy. But it was nice. I feel good. I like it. What did you say? That was Bio...
yeah, that was Bio Jesus.
Okay, Bio Jesus, yeah.
Shatter, yeah. That's definitely a nice one. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Faux show.
Yep, that will do ya.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But yep, did both of us really. Yeah. But yeah, we're about to ring in this new year, and I don't know.
That's what we're doing. Like, are you a resolution kind of guy? You got any resolutions?
Ongoing, kind of. You know, never. I mean, no. Historically, no.
Yeah.
Historically, no. I'm not at all. I am at this point sort of thinking like, okay, it's a new year. Like, as far as at certain times, depending on like how long you've been in certain routines, a new year can be a good time to sort of take a self-analysis,
right,
and sort of like just focus on that for a minute. And I'm down with that. But generally speaking, I've never been like, I'm going to lose 20 pounds or I'm going to do this specific goal. But that really speaks to me at large, like as a person, is that I very rarely set specific goals. So, maybe my resolution this year will be to start setting specific goals.
There you go. Work on that for 2020.
I actually like that.
Hit the ground running in 2021, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
I've never really been. I think I always have like one that I say, like just one very specific thing that I like come up with in a half-assed moment of like, oh, I'm supposed to have a resolution, you know?
So just trying to fit in.
Yeah. Or like wanting to feel like I did something better, like to try to make myself better.
So actually in the spirit.
That's good. Actually, I always have good intentions, but generally will fuck it up. So,
well, I think that right there is the issue, and I think it's one I have the same, where you immediately sort of give yourself the out of like, I know I'm me.
Just shitty. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Historically speaking, I failed, so I'm kind of giving up already.
It's like a very defeatist attitude.
Absolutely,
is
defeatist
what I think
is
I
the
said.
term.
Yeah. Is how I approach things. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find a ball drop video so we can ring in the new year.
Yeah.
Bass Samurai.
Make sure it's no adult responses for ball drop videos.
Yeah. That's a weird genre because, like, you know, men's, yeah.
It could just be overzealous parents, you know, just really proud and excited.
Look, our little
just
boy's
documenting way too many details of their kid's life. Yeah.
It's like people who keep the foreskin after circumcision.
Oh, just like as a souvenir?
Yeah. There's people, like, some people have done that in the past.
I think people have done that in the present, too.
Oh, what do we got? Shit's picking up.
Is this live?
Oh, yeah. Times Square, Which I've never been.
Is it like the Backstreet Boys performing or something? Who's big a big deal these days?
I don't know. 45 seconds.
Oh wow,
everybody.
we're that close.
Yeah. Oh, cool. You got champagne?
Yeah. Why don't you go grab your own now? Nice.
Where are we at?
30-ish?
No, it's got to be
15-ish.
15 seconds, baby.
Oh yeah. So
yeah, we can do a countdown here.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Fuck yeah.
All right, it is no longer
It's
2019.
the 20s, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Dude,
An era that we are officially out of, by the way.
Remember a minute ago? That was so last decade. It was so, come
Dude,
on.
that was-
It
yeah.
was so 2010s. That was so adolescence.
Oh my
Goodbye,
gosh.
2010s. Hello, 2020s. Eleanor, you are on my foot. Move your paw.
Yep, we're surrounded by puppies and family.
Dogs.
Eleanor's here, ringing in the new year too.
Hell yeah.
And then there's
And-
Bailey.
Bailey and Michaela is who you can probably hear. Is Chris's girlfriend's daughter.
Correct.
You can say hi if you want.
Hi.
Yeah, no one listens to this. So
I'll critique this later.
yeah. Chris will be in the Facebook comments.
They probably have no idea how old I am. They
In the
probably think I'm
Facebook
like,
comment.
I was gonna mention. Yeah, I know she sounds like she's 13, but
I'm
you're
21.
she's 21. So it's not weird, guys. This isn't a weird thing.
Why? I feel like it's just become slightly weird.
Oh yeah, I made it weird.
Because there are a
Definitely.
lot of weirdos out there. That's why.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Some in here.
Some are in here.
Yeah,
At least two.
At least one major one.
Statistically, at least two.
I was really tempted to
Well,
just ask questions to the audience as if we had a
Like
dial-in service. Like, what are you guys listening to tonight?
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
I guess
yeah.
we could do like some tweet thing, but again, this still has to be edited. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, but I can edit in a couple hours. It's not like anything crazy. Christmas Eve, I was up until like 5 a.m. Editing that episode so I could upload it right away. But yeah.
so you could get that instant tweet feedback.
I could get the instant tweet feedback if I really wanted to.
Going into the new year. Don't.
Although no one interacts with me on Twitter either. So I don't like
That's
Yeah.
why I don't have a Twitter.
The most interactions I get are when I'm like, "Hey, you're not responding through customer service," and I'm upset, and then they're like, "We're sorry. We'll address that right away." That's the most Twitter interaction I usually get.
Dude, it's great for customer interaction or for like customer service.
Yeah.
Like if
It's
you have
I'm
a complaint,
calling you out.
yeah, you just go and you could have like 3 followers. They're just like, oh, sorry about that. Like we don't want anyone seeing this. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's
I always
amazing.
thought like it would be a sweet gig to get, like doing Twitter for like a major brand, because like some of those people are pretty fucking funny, you know.
Oh,
like,
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them are like absolutely like comedians.
Yeah, and like on brand, like super on brand for like how you would think that restaurant would talk if like if these walls could talk, they would talk like an internet comedian.
You wonder what the hiring process is for some of them, you know, because I mean, are these people just like super educated and qualified, or are they just
probably
funny
just-
dudes that like
Right.
were like it's tough to figure like
My guess is they probably have some background in like marketing or something like that, you know, some sort of education to show that they understand manipulating people's brains.
or they're good enough at manipulating the brains they don't need it.
Right? Fucking mind freaks.
Mind control.
Yeah.
But
Butter.
but
like butter.
like
It's
butter.
like butter.
yeah.
Yeah. So no, we're both not resolutions guys.
Nope.
Although I do tell myself every year, and you know how like empty this promise is, but I'm always just like, I'm gonna quit smoking.
I was
this year.
gonna guess that one.
Yeah. And I said it again this year, so I should probably like do it eventually.
Well, you haven't smoked yet this year.
That's very true. I haven't.
This new year.
That's very true.
So there you go. Strong start.
Strong start. A whole 12 minutes? Not even. We're like 3 minutes in.
Think of other New Year's. Have you ever made it this far?
No, I probably was smoking at the turn of every year.
Yeah.
Since I started smoking. To be honest.
That was your New Year's kiss.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. I kissed Chris earlier.
Yeah, but not at New Year's.
No, just
cash.
Cash.
Did you
Very
go
cash.
full on like lip or just go like a little peck on the cheek?
I mean, there's a little tongue. Like, I'm not sure who initiated it. To be honest,
A gentleman doesn't tell.
that's true.
Gentlemen, don't
This
tell.
is not that kind of podcast, and we're not those kind of guys.
That's right. All right. Now we're down to 19 listeners.
No, yeah. I don't even know if there were that many, to be honest. So
You're trying to be
trying to be optimistic,
trying to
like
grow
20.
into yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I don't like deprecation.
Deprecation. Yeah,
There
I'm
you go.
trying to come up with a word, but no, it's not.
But it's
With a different ending. Self-deprecate.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
With an adverb version of it. Go.
Self-deprecatingly.
Yes. Optimistic.
Okay. Or maybe optimistically self-deprecating.
That's a much easier way to say it.
I am a comedian. I know. I understand word economy. I understand word.
I get a lot of-
Microsoft Word. Yes.
Yes.
It's essential to
I'm pretty good
maintain a
at
day
it.
job.
I can type up a paper.
I get a lot of people asking me at work if I'm a comedian because I just make people laugh.
What's your best joke, Michaela?
Yeah, give us your best joke.
Should I do the bunny one?
Do you do whatever one
Yeah.
you think is the funny one?
Okay, so I apologize in advance if there are any kids listening to this joke.
There aren't. Don't worry.
And I hope none of you get offended because if you do, then why'd you turn on to this?
Yeah.
This
Just
disclaimer
tell
is
the joke.
unnecessary.
Okay, why do rabbits have soft sex?
Why?
Because they have cotton balls.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, as a good little dirty joke. Way to go.
I also do other stuff like
Handstands.
like kind of roast.
You can like juggle.
You're good at
I
it.
roast people at work.
That's always fun,
It's because I had a lot of practice,
especially in
high
those
school.
settings.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I had this big old car, and this car was full of gay guys, and I was just letting it rip, and they were loving
Hey,
it.
it's 2020 now.
Yeah, it's
Michaela.
2020, and you're a like woke millennial age. You're like Gen Z. Come on, you gotta be more woke. You gotta be better. Do better.
What the fuck are you telling me to be more woke?
So how'd you?
Uh,
God damn.
What?
I'm having so much fun.
You guys
What's
been-
up? You were God. Okay, what were we saying? I keep interrupting people now.
It's fine. Yeah, we're just.
It's the
20s now.
It's the 20s. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, are we gonna come up with a new remember hey, it's the 90s.
Right.
Like when are we getting another one of those?
It's true. The 90s were fucking wild, man.
Yeah.
Like so were the 80s.
Like I understand.
Yeah.
Like the 90s.
70s.
90s,
It was
that
all,
was a good one for the 90s.
It's
And
all
I
pretty much
understand that
crazy,
We
like-
haven't had anything good like in the aughts
in the aughts.
or the adolescence.
yeah.
Believe me, there are times where I wish I was born sometime around like the 80s or 90s just to see what it was really like, because a lot of the people I listen to with the music
Yeah.
came from those eras, and it's because of being introduced to them. even though I wasn't born during those eras,
Yeah.
they were part of my life because of my mother.
Right.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure you guys have some music that your parents listened to that stuck with you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the first exposure you have is
Right.
your parents' music.
Unfortunately, my parents listen to like
Linda Ronstadt.
shitty music. Yeah, my dad loves Linda Ronstadt.
Yeah.
I'm like
I'm surprised by the quantity in his collection.
right. Yeah, he's got
Compared to other artists, it's like okay, like one or two from this are like there's one of the band, that's cool. Like
I don't know.
America, like he loves like folk music,
Oh, yeah.
and then Linda Ronstadt,
and then a lot of Linda Ronstadt.
She was, I don't even really know. She's like a pop artist from like the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, she was a singer.
Yeah.
So she was not that popular.
She was
She was
like
extremely popular.
yeah, she was like a Barbara Streisand or like a Celine Dion type singer, like that kind of thing. Like or that kind of genre, we'll say. Maybe not that kind of singer, but yeah. It's just not very good. It's not.
She hasn't necessarily stood the test of time,
Right. I mean, there are people who
are still all about it.
Oh yeah, my
I
dad,
don't mean
for
hasn't
example.
stood the test of time. It's just they haven't continued to find their audience. I would say, like while there is still an audience, no doubt, it's not to the level as most bands go through. There's still people listening to Foreigner.
Oh yeah, well, and like Zeppelin, all that shit, the Beatles, like
right, but a lot more are listening to those, to the Beatles,
right,
and Led Zeppelin, and there's this sort of niche phases people go through where people listen to the Doors or they'll listen to the Grateful Dead or whatever sort of fits,
right.
But Linda Ronstadt, there's not a huge like Linda Ronstadt crowd these days.
My dad, I'm trying to picture my dad going through the Linda Ronstadt phase of his life that just stuck with him.
I don't like picturing it because, yeah.
Believe me, there are a few artists and bands from the 80s and 90s. As much as I love those eras musically, they were just bad.
Oh yeah,
just bad.
Yeah. Plenty of them. Wham.
Can you take Bailey out?
Why?
Well, him and Zoe, because they haven't. I took this one out, but I haven't taken either of those out in a while. But she shouldn't need to. But
I don't know. Can they hear her?
Probably.
Yep.
Maybe. I mean, the mic is up here. She's down there. So, but yeah, gotta.
Sorry about
edit that chunk out. No, that's fine. I don't fucking care. You heard the last episode. Yeah. What were Linda Ronstadt.
Linda Ronstadt. I couldn't even name a song by her though.
No, I couldn't either.
I have no idea.
I don't know that I've ever actually heard Linda Ronstadt. I think I just assume. No, I definitely have at some point, but my dad has 15 albums of Linda Ronstadt.
It's just kind of like, I don't want to say sappy, although basically
yeah, she does like
this,
ballads. It's like
ballads.
It's like Celine Dion or something like that.
But like 70s style.
Yeah.
Anyways, how did we get into Linda Ronstadt?
Because you brought it up. You brought up the fact that my dad has.
But how were we talking about your pops?
Just music that.
How much music influenced us? So yeah. So you not so much, I guess, is what we're saying. That you were not as influenced by your parents' music.
Not well. When I was younger, for sure. Like my mom had a bunch of Celine Dion CDs, and I used to listen to Celine Dion all the time.
So.
Mariah Carey.
Is there a classic Celine Dion album that if we put on, you'd be able to sing every word along with it?
No, but some songs for sure. It was whatever. I think it was just called Celine. I think it was just,
of course.
Yeah, that album. That was the one that had My Heart Will Go On, and It's All Coming Back to Me Now.
So you didn't have to get the Titanic soundtrack for that. That was just all on Celine.
Yeah, that was one of her songs.
Must have been a best of.
No, it was on that album.
You can't see it, but my jaw dropped.
Oh, I can see it though.
Yeah,
they can't. Right. But I saw it. I totally saw it. His jaw dropped.
Yeah,
it was wild.
That was like not.
But no, that was
the movie, or it was, but it was also put on her album.
I think that's probably how it worked. Or she had already released that song and they used it for the movie.
And the movie is what got it so popular.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Titanic,
this
which
movie,
is another movie that
Titanic.
do people still watch that?
It's on TV every once in a while, I think.
TV?
Oh yeah. I believe I've seen it, or maybe like Netflix or something like that is where I saw it. But yeah, people still fucking love that movie. It's still like some people's favorite movie ever. It was a
people's favorite chick flick.
yeah, well, it was a good movie in general. I mean,
Yeah, was it?
it's become kind of a trope because it was so popular. But yeah, it was James Cameron. It was fucking good.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, no, I mean,
Like it was well done. It was
yeah, I was gonna say, there's
know.
so many different things that you can judge, a quality
right
off of,
and part of it you have to like be able to like a lot of people just don't like that genre of movie in general.
I mean, I remember watching it when I was like 8 years
it was the
old.
first time I saw boobs in front of my own mother with
Oh,
Kate
yeah.
Winslet, who
Which-
we share a birthday. So I mean, it was meant to be, dude.
Which part? Seeing the boobs
All of it. It was
in
all
front of your. Okay.
yeah. Like Kate Winslet was destined to be the woman who bared her breasts on the television screen that I was watching at the same time as my mother because we share a birthday.
Interesting. I'll have to do some research. I don't remember whose breasts I saw in front of my mom instead of obviously her own.
Ew, gross, dude.
I used to suck on those things.
Nice.
But I do remember for some reason being like maybe 11 years old. Real awkward time.
Yeah.
Real awkward age.
Oh yeah, just when you're starting to like gain an interest,
And yeah. And don't know how to own it at all.
Oh yeah, you don't. It's what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, like you don't want anyone to know that you have any sort of feelings and
right,
at all.
right.
And for some reason, my stepdad, my much older stepdad, took me to see Varsity Blues,
Oh, nice.
which had quite a few scenes
Right.
that I had to like put my poker face on for.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know, like, I'm not
Talk about
supposed to. Am I supposed to
jaw-dropping.
like? Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm just like, this is a thing happening. I can't
Yeah.
react to this.
Yeah,
basically, like, it somehow will be like my tell and
Yeah.
will ruin me. I don't know. It's amazing what will humiliate you to ruins at that age, and that was
someone
reacting to boobs in a movie in front of my stepdad was definitely on the list at that time.
Yeah. Okay, so just to finish up the Titanic thing, someone got me Titanic for Christmas. Like I had the VHS, and let me tell you, the portion of the
It got
tape
worn out.
it got worn out at one particular point.
Oh yeah.
Probably had like an imprint because I just paused it, just still shot of Kate Winslet's tits. And
You should have
that's-
just like
yeah.
spliced it and then gotten like what are they called? A projector.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the end. You should have done that.
I definitely should have. But to the second point, having that awkward like watching this movie with the person I'm not supposed to be, my grandfather when I was like, that was 96, so I was 9, took me to see Independence Day, and the scene like opens with Vanessa Williams like exotic dancing in like a bikini basically, and yeah, I just remember like having that moment then, like, oh my god, what? That's like a lot of skin. I don't know. Am I supposed to be watching this with my grandpa?
Yeah, I think mine.
Who was like always pretty conservative, so it's
Yeah,
it's kind of funny that it was him, and not
the area
not
we're
like
from.
conservative in
that way.
in the way that it means now. He was just he was a religious man, but he was, gentle, kind,
Simple.
so very simple.
man.
He's conservative.
Yeah.
He was not very liberal.
He wasn't a libtard.
Yeah. No, and I don't even mean it that way. He was reserved, he sang in the church choir, like that shit, but he wasn't like racist,
Oh,
that I know of anyway. Who knows?
yeah. Grandpas. Yes.
Grandpa's wasn't yours named Harry Hunter?
No.
Or that was just a relative?
That was like a great grandpa.
Great grandpa. Oh yeah. By the way, didn't even introduce you to the listeners. I'm here with Chris Heiner. He's back. I'm at his house. Actually, we're celebrating New Year's. I don't know why.
Happy New Year.
I don't know why I did like a fucking robot. Like New Year's. We are here celebrating New Year's.
The rest of the podcast
will. I don't know. I fucking dabbed out, dude. Fuck yeah.
None of this is usable.
It's all usable. This has been gold so far.
Very cynical robots with very dry humor.
That's us. Yes.
That's the name of our new podcast.
Very cynical robots with dry humor. .com. .net. Fuck .com. Yeah.
Our humor needs moisturizer.
What the fuck?
Okay.
I don't get it. Because it's dry.
Yeah. Oh man.
No, I love it. Happy New Year, bud.
I don't know what you were talking about.
The Facebook post you showed me where the dog was near the alien and had food.
Oh man, Michaela, I gotta tell you, you shouldn't try to describe visual bits on a podcast. Just I thought that was gonna get a laugh. But that's real bad radio.
Hey, what the fuck's that over there?
Hey.
What's the shit?
I just made it weird again. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. But don't fuck up my podcast.
You could've, sometimes cutting to the chase is just a lot better for everybody. So you could have just said that and just like moved on.
I think
she's got a point. She's got a point.
I managed in the lull here of this to I think uncover in my mind with what it is she's talking about, which is Nathan Pyle, who's awesome.
Okay. Yeah. I like that dude a lot.
And but I'm blanking on the details. There was something. Back to bad radio. We're not describing a comic panel. It's not even good.
Well, no, we're so deep now. We just have to do it.
All right.
We can't. It's like you can't say something and then not tell a story. You know? Yeah, do it.
Frame 1.
Frame by frame.
2 human-like alien creatures are on a couch with a 3-eyed dog-like creature.
Okay.
And they're discussing how much the dog-like creature loves the human-like creature.
Oh, I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there's also food involved.
Yes. Yep.
And they realize they can they can use science and
to see
test
if
this
he loves the food or the person more
by separating the two.
Right.
And he goes to the
and we
food,
all know how that's
and it hurts the alien human
Yeah,
type
but
beings
feelings. Who expects a dog to love anything over food? You know?
Everyone wants to be the one.
It's true.
And so what they realized at the end was, we shouldn't have done that test.
Yeah. Ouch. Why did we do that? So that was a retelling of a Nathan W. Pyle cartoon here on
We own no
Human
rights
Interaction.
to it. We are accepting no money for this
I'll
podcast.
add him on Twitter. He will he'll see it. Nice. I'm one of his top fans on Facebook, actually.
Have you bought his book?
No, I didn't. I thought about asking for it for Christmas because I love cartoons.
Oh, man,
like I love comic strips.
Idea.
You know, like I love comic strips. I don't like comic books, but I like comic strips.
Man,
like
I
Garfield,
Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh
man,
yeah.
You can't say much more after that. I mean,
no, I mean, Peanuts is classic too, but like I make fun of people.
I mean, yes and no. It's kind of.
I know it's a little cheesy.
It's like old Family Circus level, basically.
Family Circus was good too, dude. The Lockhorns. Remember the Lockhorns?
I do think of the Not Me Ghost. It's It's classic Family Circus bit.
Okay.
Classic Family Circus bit.
Here we go again.
Yep. So back in
visual comics.
So
with
picture,
Chris.
if you will, circular frame. Family Circus.
Have you ever seen Family Circus?
Are we asking the people? Are we waiting for a response?
Oh, yeah. Let us know in the comments.
Write us at
write us at
PO Box 481. No, sorry. Where were we?
You were describing this Family Circus.
Family Circus.
Just let us know if you've ever
Circular
seen
frame.
Family Circus in the comments, and like, subscribe, share, fam. And Chris is going to describe a Family
Here I go.
Circus bit.
Another description of a comic strip. So, there is muddy footprints. Picture this going through the entire house. The mother comes across it and asks everyone in the house, "Whose footprints are these?"
Yeah.
And each one says, "Not me." Each one down the line, 2 or 3 of them,
amazing.
not me.
So who was it?
Not me. Well, turns out there's a ghost whose name is written on him, and his name is not me. There's an actual spirit named Not Me, and they're all just telling her that's whose footprints it is.
Wow.
Because
So these kids are geniuses, is what you're telling me.
Well, I think it's more so the mother's sort of sarcastic interior monologue of like,
Ooh, deep, dude.
not me. Oh, who's this not me you're all referring to?
Oh, so there's just a
clearly it's
ghost?
someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't
Damn.
just no one. So who's this not me you're all referring to?
That is deep. Nice.
Thank you.
That made it. The snaps. Yeah.
So,
That's I mean, I don't know how.
but
how
that
we can
reminds
follow
me
that
of a
up.
Marmaduke. No, I don't know Marmaduke. No one fucking
actually,
knows
you know,
Marmaduke.
Blondie was always a good one too. I like Blondie.
Yeah.
Just because Dagwood, man, he made the big sandwiches.
You would, but I would never buy a Blondie book.
No.
I would
wouldn't
buy a fuck ton. I have bought like every Calvin and Hobbes book.
Yeah, and I had a bunch of Garfield ones.
Yeah, I bought a few for sure.
Scholastic
no
Book
doubt.
Fair. I would get like
Yes.
a new.
Okay.
They would have like the
now we're on a
3-pack.
good topic.
Yeah.
Scholastic book fairs.
Fuck
So
yeah.
here's another comment-worthy section. So
Nostalgia in
what,
the 20s.
What would you guys circle when you would get the little catalog for the upcoming book fair, or ultimately pick out once you got there? Because lots of times you got those catalogs ahead of time.
Yeah,
where you could.
we don't have to keep asking them questions, by the way.
Oh, but I like it.
Okay, we
Have
can
fun.
run with that bit.
All right.
We,
It's the new model. And again, you can always dial in at
at 1-555 072 5711.
yes. You got that, kids?
Yeah.
Get me back on track.
Yeah. Scholastic Book Fair.
Scholastic Book Fair. So for as clearly discussed, it's Calvin and Hobbes, Garfield, and other awesome classic figures. There was early series as well. Like I believe it came out around our time, like Captain Underpants.
Yeah, Captain
some-
Underpants.
That was like
They
some
usually
elementary
had like
school.
some Shel Silverstein in there.
Shel Silverstein, Jack Prelutsky,
Yeah. Goosebumps was always a big one
of course,
too.
Animorphs.
Animorphs. Fuck. Okay,
But
so here's
ultimately,
the knockoff.
What I was really excited about. Wait, no, go ahead. You say yours.
I found the knockoff because I didn't see what was so cool about Animorphs. I didn't see what was. I mean, I loved Goosebumps, but they were also just, like always very expensive at the book fair, and my parents would never let me like buy a lot of books at a time. So I fucking got Diadem is what it's called.
Okay, I've never heard of that.
Right? It was like the cheap knockoff like fantasy. It involved like interdimensional travel and shit. Like the only reason I got it was because there's a dude holding a torch with a wolf behind him, and third grade me was like, wolves. I love wolves.
Fuck Animorphs.
Yeah.
Here's an animal.
Yeah. This is a real animal.
Yeah.
No, but like, so it's like
There's a man and an animal. It doesn't need to turn into one.
Yeah, it was like a series though. Kind of like Animorphs. Like I found out later. I only had the first book, and it was about this kid who has like the power to like change things physically, like change the physical form of whatever. So like he was like a street card, like he hustled people with
well,
like
yeah, as you would.
Right, but he didn't know why he was so good at it, and then one day someone just like shows up from like another
Who recognized his power.
Well, from like another dimension, and yeah, they're like, "Hey, we need you. Like, you have this power. That's why you're so good at this." Like, they're like, you know, here's a dollar bill. Like, think of $100 bill. He like opens his hand. It's $100 bill. Like, blah blah blah, that kind of shit.
Right, yeah.
So then there's two other, and they're like teenagers, I guess, or like young adults. I don't know what age they're supposed to be, but there's like two other people from other dimensions, and they all have to like come together and fight like the big boss in
It's pretty
like
sweet concept.
a certain dimension. Yeah, it was for a kid's book. Like, it was written, you know, it's not like a tough read, but it was like a really
a lot
good
of cool
story.
stuff going on.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. Like,
did you ever end up
like-
getting into Animorphs?
No, I didn't.
Dude, it's never too late.
Yeah. Right now I'm reading The War on Normal People by Andrew Yang, so putting things
We'll
on
get to
hold.
that later.
Yeah. No, I've read the first like chapter, and it's pretty like I like listening to him talk, and I'm not going to talk about him anymore, but yeah. I'm actually educating
don't
myself
believe you.
on the person that I'm like pushing on people as like a presidential candidate. That's all. I'm like doing my due diligence at this point. Yeah, making sure like I know the whole idea and shit. Yeah.
I won't
Anyway,
press you on it then.
yeah. You won't.
Oh, I won't.
Good. Sorry. Anyway, what? Oh, Animorphs. You're trying to convince me that it was dope.
Oh yeah, it was dope. So that's one that had like so much storyline, and like I only realized now, like I used to read a lot, and a lot of it was obviously the Goosebumps, but Animorphs,
Yeah,
like
dude, Goosebumps was the shit.
if Animorphs got deep, like they started off with like those skinny little books where it's just like a boy turning into a hawk, or like whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I
and
think
then they
that's-
eventually were like gigantic books, like Harry
Oh, okay.
Potter style like books, and it was like, you know, the origins of things, and it would be like these creatures that could transform into whatever, and they could imbue other things with these powers,
right.
but then they're like I don't know, like it got deep into all that kind of stuff. That was the most sci-fi shit I ever got into. I'd say that's like as hard as I've gotten in my entire life, like when I actually went deep with it. But yeah, like I can remember as I'm thinking about it, all sorts of plot lines and story twists. The big crazy thing that as far as the basic storyline though is that within Animorphs you could only transform for a certain period of time, and then you were stuck in that.
Oh, so you had to like go back to human form, or you'd be
Stuck in it.
Stuck.
Well, basically how it worked is you'd be stuck as that form, but you could still transform again. But if you transformed back into any other form and got stuck in that, then you're stuck for good and can't transform at all. So basically,
Wait, okay. So they give you like a free pass, basically.
no, it's not a free pass, because basically you have to live your life as this new fucking creature.
But you couldn't just transform back into a human and then be stuck as a human again?
You could, but you could never you would lose the power.
Yeah.
Altogether.
I guess it depends on what I got stuck at, like what animal I was stuck as.
Well, right,
you know?
and so the one who I believe his name was Tobias was stuck as a hawk. He was like a red-tailed hawk.
Yeah, but that would be pretty sweet.
Yeah,
Living the hawk life, just
but
flying
like
around, catching
he'd have
rodents.
to like figure out how to like interact with his family, and he'd only have 2 hours at a time until he could like switch back to being a hawk for whatever. And so I don't remember how that storyline plot went out. I think he just chose to go missing so he could keep being a badass.
Yeah, I guess. I obviously I haven't read it, but I feel like that would be pretty easy to do. Just be able to interact with my family for like 2 hours at a time.
When you're like
and then,
12 years old.
Yeah. My parents like left me alone when I was a kid.
Yeah, you had that sweet attic.
Not well, yeah, I did. By the time I was 12, I did have that, but yeah.
So, anyways, back to the Scholastic Book Fair. Enough about describing
Everything.
all of them,
Yeah,
and everything. But
Pizza Hut. Like, remember the read?
I do, but
read for pizza or whatever the fuck they called it.
But I'm remembering the thing I put a pin in earlier,
Okay,
and I'm determined to get it out. So the ultimate thing that I was excited for at the Scholastic Book Fairs, was the like ooey gooey crazy whatever like chemistry sets, where it was like kits of things where you could do science experiments, or there was also magic trick ones, which I was all about that sort of shit.
I got
too.
the magic trick one year. That's right.
That's where it was at for me. I was getting the kits where I could do some sort of science experiment, some sort of whatever. That's where my money went.
Hell yeah.
And then the rest was Calvin and Hobbes.
This elephant toothpaste and Calvin and Hobbes.
What the hell is elephant toothpaste?
You don't know elephant toothpaste?
At least not by that name.
Where you put the thing in the
thing in the thing.
Yeah, and it does
Things.
the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
I forget what the actual reaction is here. We'll look up elephant toothpaste. It's like
baking soda and like
No. It's like it's not like a fucking it's not like a volcano. It's not like
Is it like the black snake thing?
Kind of, yes, except there's no fire involved with this. You mean like the firework thing that you can light and it like
I guess you could call it a firework.
Right. It looks like a little turd, just like,
yeah.
a little curly pigtail turd.
Is that what this thing does? Is it pigtail turd?
No. It's elephant toothpaste.
So does it elephant turd? Or like what that?
Yeah, kind of. Well, that's what I mean.
Tells me nothing.
You just maybe type elephant turd.
I don't have that power, Ham.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
It's elephant turd. Ham.
Oh, stop it. So I don't want like the world record one. There.
What is going on?
It's elephant toothpaste.
Oh, yeah.
By DIY Bama. Beginner level. Oh, we got stages, dude.
Level 1.
We got stages. Things we need. I'm gonna read these to you. 10% hydrogen peroxide, dish soap. Hey, let's give the stop.
Did it say like foaming agent?
Okay. Food coloring and yeast. Hydrogen peroxide, dish soap.
Food coloring and yeast.
And food coloring.
Just a few drops of dish soap.
Just a few drops of dish soap. I don't know. I don't think you really need the food coloring.
Just makes it look cooler.
Yeah. Add hot water to yeast. Small package of yeast. Pour the yeast into the flask. This is for beginners, by the way.
For kids.
This
shit's for kids.
It is interesting. So it just makes it foam up, and it like gets hard real quick. Ooh, now we got level 2, intermediate level. 20% hydrogen peroxide. Ooh, and potassium iodide instead of yeast.
My God.
I think this is the one they do in schools. Oh, he's going to make it like tie-dye? No way. Yeah.
That actually looks like some fucking Aquafresh.
Right? That actually looks like toothpaste. That's pretty sick. Oh, it's very hot, so be careful. And now we're doing experts?
No, I didn't see a level 3.
I didn't see one either. They're just making
this might be level
toothpaste.
2 twice. A sponge?
Oh, shit. This video is wild, dude.
We are making... Whoa, what
right?
the fuck? Okay,
and
sorry
like
that this is terrible podcast
No, I'm going to share... I'll share the link to this video. You guys can watch it with us.
Ultimate level.
We're at the ultimate level, dude.
35% hydrogen peroxide.
Dish soap, food coloring. I missed what the other one was.
Potassium.
Oh, what?
Oh, dear. Oh,
that's like
fun.
silly string, dude. That's crazy. That's wild. It's awesome, is what it says on the screen.
It did just say that. That's pretty neat. Let's see it again.
Ooh, we got...
Here we go. This one looks like red and...
Now, there are people doing like world record
ones.
Ooh,
I love how there's like a hang time until the stuff comes
Right?
back down.
So, yeah, I'm gonna share the link to that. You guys can watch it with us, so we can hear our commentary, right? But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was just going to say how I can't imagine, even with that, how that would be a good podcast material.
If I have ever given any indication that I care
of the quality
then
of the
I'm
material.
sorry, then I apologize because I do not.
Yeah. You get what you get, people.
Yeah, dude, it is what it is, man. I'm not trying to impress anybody.
Some freetainment right now.
Yeah, exactly. You're not paying for it. I fucking invested in this shit. I'm gonna do what I want. This is art, baby. This is my art.
Not saying that we won't sell out. If you want to pay us and you want us to say something particular,
we sponsors.
We will, yeah.
The elephant toothpaste people, the people over at Elephant Toothpaste.
Yep.
If you wanna get on board with this,
yeah,
let us know. Let me know. It's my podcast. I always do this. Yeah. Goddamn, dude. Happy New Year. Okay, we're back, guys. And we're back on Family Circus. Chris was... I was unaware that the Not Me ghost and Not Me was like a big thing in Family Circus. Apparently it's a recurring bit. Chris just proved it to me. And
it's a running theme. Yeah,
yeah,
it's true. Look it up, guys. Just type in Not Me Family Circus and you will have joke after joke after joke.
Dude, the hits keep coming.
They do. But yeah, it got me wondering, what are the limits to that? You know,
like how many Not Me's can he submit?
Right.
Yeah.
Like do you have like an agent? Like, you're is each artist just submitting it to newspapers on their own, and they're having to like sell it and keep it going? Or is there like some just singular person they're submitting this to and getting feedback on? Like, is there feedback? Is there a bar they have to clear it all? And yeah, it's tough not to imagine with the Not Me running gag, just like a depressed comic book man, just like just phoning it in, just like, you know what? I'm just gonna submit the Not Me joke again, and
who fucking cares, dude?
Yeah,
who cares?
I'm just gonna see when they eventually say something, like
he's the kid trying to get expelled from school, like
yeah,
just writing little like anti-Semitic.
It's a cry for help. Yeah, exactly. He just wants attention.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah,
Not Me.
Yeah,
that's actually the last words that he heard his son speak.
Aww.
That's why I actually do know about the Not Me bit. It's very sad.
Well, it was actually an era. It was the era just before the era that we just lived through. The Me Too. Yeah, it was Not Me.
You think we're out of it? You think we're out of the Me Too era? I don't think so.
I was figuring that out as I was talking.
It's the 20s, baby.
I didn't want to trip over it too much. It is the 20s now. Yeah, I think it's the roaring 20s.
What's after Me Too? Like, we had Not Me, Me Too.
Me 3?
No. Come on. Get more creative than that. I'm sorry. That was rude. I don't mean to stifle your creativity.
They too?
Yeah, they. I mean,
they as well.
How about you? Like, is that a fucking?
Yeah.
Can we be in that era? Like,
no, that's a good start, because that's almost like showing like, hey, we're communicating.
Right.
Like I'm trying to understand.
Not me. No, Me Too.
Yeah.
How about you? You know, is that where we're heading next? I don't know what the.
I'm not sure what the "how about you" context really means. I liked the idea of just like, we're communicating.
Yeah,
like,
maybe we can make it a mental health thing.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that'll catch on.
A mental health thing.
Yeah.
Everyone will get behind that.
Yeah, exactly.
It should be. I mean that. Yeah. I mean, hopefully in real talk that. I mean.
Hashtag. How about you?
How about you?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm the worst at that.
Here it is. It's a way for people to brag about being good friends for their depressed friends. Like you could tell a story.
One more time?
It's a way for people to brag about being good friends for their depressed friends. So you can make your friend's depression about you by telling the story of the time that you you reached out, you said something, you said, "How about you, man? I'm feeling a little down. How about you?"
Hey, man, I asked you how you were too that one time. You never bring that up.
I just mean for your Twitter likes and retweets and Facebook points.
Well, it worked. It's an effective social
hashtag. How
tool.
about you? Remember that, people. Hashtag. How about you?
How about you?
How about you? That's what the 20s.
Here's
are
what I
us.
like. How about you?
We're over Me Too. I shouldn't say.
Me Too is so selfish. It's like
so
enough
2019,
about me.
dude.
Enough about you. Yeah, enough about me.
Yeah, it's so.
How about you?
It's so adolescence.
Yeah.
We're in the 20s now.
Yeah.
So,
anyways,
just hashtag. How about you?
But yeah. So, anyways, just tough to imagine turning in that "not me" joke
over and over and over again. Like, I mean, it was literally it's like it hit once, and he was like, "All right, that's my cash cow."
Well, right.
Like, if I can't, if I'm out of ideas, or what if like he's constantly coming up with like great ideas, but the publisher loves not me jokes.
The public loves the not me ones,
and his agent's just like, "Hey, buddy,
so much more. This is way better."
Hey, buddy, I think I think it would do you some real good to stick with the not me.
He's like,
no, you're gonna be a star.
Ready
you do
for
that.
So much more.
Yeah.
You don't know what I've got a vision. I'm gonna be the comic. I've got fucking nothing.
Yes and
comic prodigy.
Yeah, the Michelangelo of comic strips.
Absolutely. And people don't like Michelangelo these days.
Nah.
You know who likes Michelangelo?
It's
not me.
It's the 20s, baby. You got to do something better. You gotta.
That's right.
You gotta blow them away with that relatable content.
First off, are we Rocky coaches?
I don't know. I was just trying to do like a grimy, like shady agent.
Okay, I like it.
But nice. it did definitely turn out as like I'm telling you to punch steaks. Like there's a half a cow hanging out. I'm like, get him, Rock. Yeah.
I should take a picture for him to upload right now. He's actually pulling off the whole look.
Do it. Let me put a cig in my mouth too and just
acting like it's not already there.
It's not though.
No, I know. I just like
go get him, Rock. Yeah, dude. I don't know why I had to speak into the mic for that picture.
Well, it was happening.
Yeah, like, hey guys, that was a cue, by the way. That was a cue for something that you can't see off mic. You're gonna have to learn to do that because it's gonna happen a lot, apparently.
What you need is an animator.
Yeah, I talked to Drew about it.
Only hesitation there is,
well, he's doing his own shit, right? Yeah.
What's his time frame turnaround? Like, how long do you want for an episode? I mean, you can put out episodes and then have them be animated later. Just like,
yeah, it's true. Just go back and do the whole when I get bored and can't like make any more
or cherry
episodes.
pick the good bits.
Yeah,
you know, it's like, hey, there was a nice like 2 minutes where there was like a funny thing when they were running with. Let's animate that 2 minutes.
I wanted to do that
2 fucking hours.
Right.
Jesus.
I wanted to do that with some stand up stuff. Like I had a good set the one night at the Chameleon Club, and it was on the main stage, and I set my camera up to film and it fell over right away. So all I got was audio, regardless, like no video. So I wanted to animate that set because it was a pretty good one. But I like that idea is what I'm saying. I like the idea of animating certain bits. Yeah. You know, like me as a Rocky
what was
trainer.
There was that Comedy Central show.
Shorties Watching Shorties.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good show. It was fun.
Well, and that was when I was like, oh, this is genius. You know, it's kind of like a music video, with like a word music video where all of the like lyrics are like animated in word form.
Yeah, like
where you're
like a
so
karaoke
engaged.
video. Yeah.
Like it's like watching Sesame Street as a kid or something.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And like you're
Fraggle
just
Rock.
like absorbing every bit of it, and instead of your brain going off and you don't really hear the words they're saying, you're reading the words as you're hearing it, and it's like, I don't know, like there's definitely adding that visual element does a lot.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I personally like describing things on a podcast, though. I mean, that's just personal preference. That's just what I like.
How would you describe the design of the table?
It looks like marble, but it's not at all.
It's like
very
a polished
veiny
stone, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a lot of veins in it. It looks like it's been like if it were a stone, it's been polished very well, and it's got some gray in it. I'm colorblind, so like, I just guess gray right away. It just default because who knows what it could be.
There's no gray.
No, is this like a green?
No, there's gray. I'm just being an asshole.
Yeah, it looks like it's a fake marble table.
There's like browns and like whites,
although I don't know
blacks, and sort of like grayish overlays.
I'm not sure what type of marble this is mimicking, because there's like
I'm not positive it's even mimicking marble. It
maybe granite.
Yeah, I would have leaned more granite.
Okay, well, so
either way. Our listeners that are artists, please try to do your own rendering from this description and send it in.
We're gonna start like ice bucket challenges, but for stoners who are just like hiding in their basement.
This podcast is called Human Interaction. I feel like we should be like trying to get our audience participation.
It's called Human Interaction because it's about me interacting with other humans.
Right. Well, audience participation is like
but they're not here, man. Fuck you. By the what am I doing?
Damn, man.
Don't fuck you, audience. I'm sorry. Don't fuck you.
That may have been like a medical response. I don't think it was any sort of heartfelt. I don't think it was stemming from any true feelings.
Yeah. That was a little bit of like Tourette's for sure. High Tourette's. So weed Tourette's.
Or so far I'm the only one commenting on your posts, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So is this personal?
We're gonna unpack?
Yeah,
we're unpacking this.
Yeah, it's the time.
No, it's not personal at all. I'm just stoned and I didn't know what to say. And when I default to insulting people, and then I realize that I can't back it up, like physically, like if someone wanted to fight me, and then I apologize immediately. So that's my negotiating tactics. That's how I get what I want out of life.
That sounds like a very Jerry style.
Dude, I have to admit, like, I love, obviously we're referencing Rick and Morty. I love Jerry as a character because I identify with him so much.
Oh, there's aspects of me that certainly do. And I'm like, oh God. Yeah, it's such a perfect character. Yeah. It really is.
Yeah, man. I don't like that you just called me a Jerry though. That's
even though you're like, yep, totally identify as one.
Absolutely
totally
a Jerry.
offended,
but don't fucking call me a Jerry, dude. Man.
That's for me to feel on the inside.
right. That's between me and me.
Shit. Sorry.
No, it's all good. All fucking good, man.
You got some Morty in you too.
Do I? No Rick though. Thanks, dude.
Yeah. You got some Mr. Poopy Butthole.
I got that's mostly what I got. Is a poopy butthole.
Yeah.
Just no Mr. That's.
You're pretty much all Mr. Poopy. Yeah. You're pretty much all Poopy Butthole.
You could definitely call me Mr. Poopy Butthole.
You'd be right most of the time.
Professor Poopy Butthole now.
Oh, really?
He's a professor now.
Oh, I thought you meant you.
No, not me.
Oh,
not me. I'm
Don't call him. Yeah,
I'm a doctor. Thank you. I'm a Dr. Poopy Butthole. Nice. I've reached my doctorate in poopy buttholes and having a poopy butthole.
I thought you were Inspector Poopy Butthole.
President Poopy Butthole.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's we can
historian.
Call it. Historian, is that where you're going?
Yeah.
Freelance comedy journalist. Poopy butthole. We can call this one. Unless you got something.
What are your plans for the weekend?
For the weekend, I'm actually heading to Philly to record at least one episode of a podcast with someone.
So you travel decent with some of the time. Obviously, you are right now. But
yeah. I mean, it's been nothing crazy. If there's someone I want to talk to in Philly, I can like take my shit and drive to Philly. Like it's a backpack worth of gear to record this. So,
have you considered getting GoPro helmets so people can
So
see first-person views of our human interactions?
That's not a bad idea.
Everyone will be wearing a helmet.
I already do have like a helmet. I do have a ski helmet with a clip on it, but
everyone that went to school with you knows that.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's the 20s. It's 2020, dude. Come on.
Yeah, you haven't worn it in years. All right. On that note.
Okay. That's all. Hey, thanks for listening, everybody. Happy New Year. This has been Human Interaction. I'm your host, Andrew Hamilton.
I'm your guest, Chris Heiner. I'm not doing shit right now, so don't look into
No,
me.
You're not doing the YouTube anymore?
My computer, I decided that I was ready to step up and actually get out of the trial version and pay for the full-fledged version of the editing program. Yeah. And then it required some weird side-loading features that the computer that I do not own but have access to is not capable of doing without changing registry sort of details.
Okay.
And I am not comfortable, nor am I permissed
to do so,
to fuck around at that level with someone else's computer,
right.
for my editing purposes. So that has I'm sure there's many other solutions. My initial one was get my own damn computer, but I'm not very close to making that happen.
Right.
So right now I'm just total hiatus, which I'm fine with. It's good. I can kind of observe other people that are doing similar things, and it's it helps me kind of figure out what I'm not interested in seeing or talking about, and
Ooh, sorry.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
But just sort of focus on that and what I do care about. You know, like if I'm watching something, what am I hoping to fucking see out of it? You know.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like reabsorbing again.
It's good
instead
approach.
of trying to just generate content. You know, I was doing it. I came up with some good stuff. I feel like I got a theme down that I could easily pick back up and look forward to doing if I either come up with another editing option or get my own damn computer.
All right. Well, cool. Hopefully something works out and you get your stuff going again, or you just enjoy smoking some weed.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, ultimately.
It's kind of like, I always think about it, like, why did I start this?
Right.
Like, what I said why I wanted to do it, and I talked about that on the previous episode. It's like I said to myself why I wanted to do it, but why do I actually, like, am I looking to, like, get famous off of this? Am I really just looking to have a good time and talk to people?
Right. What's your mission statement, basically?
Right. And that's something I've always been pretty bad at coming up with. So maybe it is time to make a resolution for 2020 and like really like
establish intention.
Yeah, exactly. Have instead of just saying I have good intentions, actually have intentions in general. Just
declare them, like be willing to try to own it. And,
okay.
So and at least be able to have people call you out on it if you're not doing it. Or
I'm not gonna plug their podcast again. I'll say it, like the Dad Meat podcast just had an awesome episode. I'll show it to you. It's like 3.5 hours long, but it's really fucking good. It's all about like goal setting and blah 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 blah.
That is my resolution, as I said.
Yeah, exactly. To have a resolution,
goals.
And I think
not to have a resolution, but essentially,
to figure out what your goals are, and
just to become try to use goals as a means of advancing my life. Yeah. Motivation's just my biggest issue.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure the listeners could hear that as they listen to you and I just have strokes of ADHD all night. Like, while we're...
Yeah, this was not our best form, but...
no, I think it's all right.
It's
fine. It's not going to be any different any other time. I don't know, like, why...
That's probably true.
Any other time you come back on the cast, it's just going to be us having ADD all night, because that's
very true.
That's who we are, is what we do, but we can overcome, and we shall overcome.
No, we shall be the same.
Yeah.
That's our defeatist attitudes.
Exactly.
Arising.
Why even bother? Dude?
Yeah. Wait. Were we still planning on trying?
If every day was a holiday, I'd run off weight, clap hands to celebrate like we now eating proper portions of the pie. In your eyes, I seen them girls and I seen them guys. Just about look the same to me. At first, to my surprise, it was strange to me. I've been on a long road, never traveled before, but the average folk just don't go. But the weak ones never make it back. That's not a myth, that's the actual fact. But don't ask why I know. Pass by the show without stopping in. We really got it rocking in the middle of the flow where everybody go and feel the rhythm and the motion. Love it, but I also hate the potion. Fuck clubbing at the beach, so I go for the ocean. What you holding?
Second mind, so it's all good today. I just kick back, relax, put my shoes off. Talk like who's soft. Rapping my second mind, so it's all good today. I just kick back, relax, put my shoes off. Talk like who's soft.
You see, it's been good to me. Hope it's been good to you also. Keep going straight without stopping at the crossroads. Got a long road ahead of me, and a lot of people driving cars instead of me. I be chauffeured for the spoke word, but the flow's word is said globally. Got the language and rhythm mixed with the poetry. So who the poet be? Everybody go.
Everybody is celebrating. Everybody is celebrating.
Everybody now. Everybody.
Celebrate your life. If every day was a holiday, as if every day was a holiday.
Back it up, I be hitting the road, ready to go on, expand and explode. Soak things up in this rap voice world that we live in. So much opportunity. All I need is opportunity, trust, communication. Goody mob in A-town, to my station. It makes sense, doesn't it? When she was hating, now you loving it. Girl, you was only touching, but now you rubbing it.